going? Well, I'm working on another tank car, doing the belly, putting some detail underneath. This is a little bit longer tank car than what I've done. It's one of those ammonia tank cars. And also it's green, so hopefully I can find some paint to match the color of the car. They did white ones and black ones before, so those are pretty easy to find color match. So I can see that looks almost like C&W green, which I should have some of that laying around. But there's what it looks like right now before I get her painted, and I'm gonna pull the tape off. Got the brake line and the air line installed underneath. Let's see how that looks. I got all the tape off and the little spacers I had on there. This car had absolutely nothing on the bottom. Didn't even have a brake cylinder. And I can't remember if this is a car that a Walthers car that I assembled, or if it already came assembled or not. I just don't remember. But anyway, now it's got a little bit of detail underneath. I mean, it had absolutely nothing. So I'm going to see if I can find some green paint to match it. Paint all that rigging up a little bit. And then if I could get a close match in the paint, then probably once I weather it, put some grime underneath, it'll blend in pretty good. So let me go see if I can find some paint. Here's a drawer full of water-based paints. I've got a BN green, but I think that's going to be way too light. It might have to work if I can't find anything else. I don't see any other greens in this drawer. I got a drawer full of Flocal paints. Most of them are probably no good. I think that's some more BN green. Look, that's not even any good. I don't even hardly use these paints much anymore. I've gone to mostly the spray bombs or these water-based paints. That's some Santa Fe blue. This search is not going too good. White or black, it'd be easy. So I got another alternative. I guess I'm gonna have to try. I'm down here in my garage now. I don't know if any of you have ever tried this, but I don't even hardly buy those little paints anymore. Maybe some basic colors like white and black. Anyway, here's a can of Hunter Green Rust-Oleum. See if this paint's any good. But that's really close to C&W green. Matter of fact, that's what I use as my C&W green. And there's another can up here of Hunter Green, another Rust-Oleum. Usually have some Krylon. I actually like the Krylon the best. I use all these paints for weathering. So we're gonna have to try this one right here. Now what I do now is I'm gonna find me a little empty drinking bottle, water bottle. I save all these little bottles just for this purpose. So what I'll do is I'll take that spray bomb there, spray can, whatever you want to call it. We call it spray bombs, and I'll spray a little bit into this bottle, and then I pour it in a little cap when I get back up to the train room, and use it to brush those parts with on that tank car. Also put these in airbrush bottle and use it to paint cars and weather cars using the different colors. It's a lot cheaper to buy these spray bombs than it is those little bottles of paint. They've gotten ridiculous in price. So you can buy a can of spray paint, big old can of spray paint, for a lot less money, and it'll go a lot further. So let me get this in this bottle here and put on these gloves. both my hands so I don't get all the overspray all over my fingers when I spray it into the bottle. Okay, I've got some paint in a little bit of paint in the bottom of this bottle. So I'll take it back upstairs. I'll grab me a little cap to pour it into. Disadvantage to doing this is you have to work fast because this paint will get all tacky and dry out on you pretty quick. Especially once you pour it in the cap to dip a paintbrush in. Another disadvantage of this paint is it goes on really thin because you know it has lacquer in it when it's in the can, so it's pretty thin paint. It's not very thick. So we'll just see how this goes. See if I can get it to coat these parts enough. Well, really, it didn't cover it too bad. That's just one coat. I'll let this dry a couple minutes and then I'll put another coat on it. I know it's real shiny and glossy and kind of blotchy here and there, but once put some dull coat on it, put some grime underneath, should blend in pretty good, I think. And we'll see, but I think it looks a little better. But another coat of paint on it I think will help it. It went on pretty good. Well, I got the ammonia car, took it down to the garage and airbrushed it, dirtied up the bottom of it, and it looks pretty good. Didn't come out too shabby. It looks like it has some brake and air lines on the bottom. This is the first ammonia car that I did. Doesn't look too bad. And I figured since I was working on that tank car, I'd do another one of these. Look at that dent in the bottom of this tank car. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if maybe some glue that I used to put the weight in might have melted the plastic a little. I don't know. I just noticed it when I was working on the bottom of this. Anyway, I got some brake lines and everything on this one too. And I grimed it up on the bottom, so it looks alright. And I figured since I was going to break out the airbrush and do a little weather, and I opened up this new Proto ADM covered hopper and decided to weather it, check couplers and all that good stuff. I don't put any cars on my layout until they've been weathered. Some I weather more than others, but they got to have the wheels all rusted up, the couplers rusted up. They all got to have weathering before they go on my layout at all. So anyway, that came out pretty good. More of a track level shot here. And there's the tank car. Anyway, that's that.